Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse halftime show of Game 4 at MSG. The Knicks currently lead the series 2-1, but man, are they behind again right now. They got off to a horrific start. I mean, they let Boston have, they hit their first four three-pointers. A couple of them were completely wide open for Derek White. We cannot help off that guy. That's just something that must change, absolutely must change. But this has been a game of runs. The Knicks had a run of themselves, I think a 9-0 run, and then Boston went on a 12-0 run to close the first quarter, and then the Knicks went on another run. So it's been a back-and-forth runs, but currently right now, let's get to this. The Boston Celtics are leading the Knicks by 11, 62-51, as you can see right there. And Boston, I mean, considering it's only an 11-point deficit, only 11 points, which is smart of the Knicks to not let this thing get out of control, because the Boston Celtics are shooting the lights out right now. They're shooting 54% overall, 50% from the three-point line, 12 of 24 from the three-point line, and somehow the Knicks have been able to hang tough, and they've been able to hang tough because of the offensive rebounding from Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns as well. Mitch has 4 offensive actually, they give him only credit here for 4, but I think he had 5. Towns has 3 himself, 8 rebounds, and the Knicks have an additional 10 shot attempts than the Boston Celtics have, but the story is the free throw line. The story is the three-point line, of course, but the Knicks have attempted 22 three-pointers to Boston's 24, so they're keeping that close. Now, they're not shooting 50%. They're shooting just under 32%, but those 7 makes matter tremendously. We had 2 of them from Deuce, big buckets from Deuce. Unfortunately, Cam Payne chucked up 3 three-pointers that actually, you know what? They weren't chuckers. They were three-pointers that he has made in the past. Didn't hit any of them. He hits 1 or 2 of those. This game is much, much tighter. The Knicks have to take control of the end of quarters. That is something that's absolutely essential right now. But the free throw line is, in some ways, it's hurting and helping the Knicks right now. The Celtics have gone to the free throw line 15 times, but only hit 10 of them. So they're shooting 66%, while the Knicks have only been to the free throw line 4 times. That is a minus 11 disparity right there. But it's only a minus 6 in terms of actual points. Now, if you ask me, are you happy with the Knicks are playing right now? Yes and no. I thought that first quarter was problematic because of fouls. One thing that has to change is Karl Anthony Towns cannot be on the floor anymore. I mean, his ass on the floor. He can't fall down. He's constantly on the ground. And that has given up at least 3 baskets to the Celtics on the other end because it's a 5-on-4. So, that's something, I don't understand what he's doing. He's hunting for fouls. You're not going to get them, bro. You're not going to get those fouls. You're a big fucking cat. They're not going to give them to you. Wake the fuck up and do something else. Shoot some fucking threes. You shot 2 threes. You didn't hit any of them. Right now, OG Anunoby, it looked like he had hurt his hammy. If OG gets hurt, this series is over. The playoffs are over for the Knicks. So, thankfully, he came back in, and his first shot when he came back in was a 3-pointer. He buried that. He's 2 of 5 from the 3-point line right now. Josh Hart has actually played a fantastic game, even though he did pick up a couple of commit 2 turnovers and 2 personal fouls, but he has 3 assists. He has 5 rebounds, and he's played some great defense on Jaylen Brown. The major mistake here, the thing that's been killing us, of course, we can look at Jason Tatum has been on fire in this game. He's 8 of 13, 4 of 7 from the 3-point line. But you see, his last 3 was a total air ball because he was pushing it. There's a lot of high variance when it comes to high volume 3-point shooting. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why the Knicks were able to win those first 2 games, because the Boston Celtics, once they started missing those shots, they didn't change up their plan. I have a feeling that same thing is going to happen again this game. They're not going to make their 3-pointers in the second half the way they have been making them in the past 6 quarters. Let's put it that way at MSG. I think the last 2 quarters is going to be Death Valley for the Boston Celtics from the 3-point line, and then it'll be up to the Knicks to make their shots to be able to win this game, win game 4 to go up 3-1. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for joining me here. We got Kareem Grant, Alex Quispe, we got Gagazone, Shokwan, Gideon. What's up, brother? Flavio, what's going on, man? Cat, man. Cat is just some low IQ plays out there. Some low IQ plays. I know and that the offensive foul that was calling him when his elbow went up high into Horford's head, that was unnecessary, man. Unnecessary. If that was a shorter player, I mean, that would have been a flagrant, a really bad one. Who knows? It could even have been really bad. So, it's one thing. Keep your elbow down low when you come around. Use your physical strength that you actually have. You don't need the elbow to punish Horford. Use your shoulder. Just turn hard on him, and you have the best touch of any 7-footer, any center in the game, especially around the basket. So just use your physicality, but be smart about it. The Knicks have made so many mistakes in this game. It's truly amazing that we're only down by 11, and they actually had the lead in this quarter. In this game, they've had the lead. Look at this right here in the first quarter. The Knicks were up. The biggest lead for the Knicks, I think, was just 2 points or whatever, maybe 1 point, 2 points. But we had it, and then terrible final minute and a half of the first quarter where the Knicks allowed the Celtics to go on a 12-0 run, and basically it was just Jason Tatum hoisting 3-pointers. Burying them all. They were all 3-pointers. I believe it was 4 3-pointers to end that quarter. And so the Knicks were down 12 at that point, and I've been able to get it back down to 11. So they ended up tying in that second quarter. It was 23-all, I believe. Let's look at the team comparisons here. You can see Celtics are shooting 50% from 3. Knicks are 31.8%, but the Knicks are really hustling. They got 11 assists. They're winning the rebound battle, though they're not causing enough turnovers as far as I'm concerned. Celtics are at 7. Knicks are at 8. 8 is high. 7 is like kind of okay. We want them to be at like 10. We want them to commit at least 17 turnovers. Hopefully 20 turnovers in this game. I'm looking for a really intense defensive effort from the Knicks in the second half. I say this stuff, but, this team it's incredibly frustrating. We got to see if they can come out with that. I thought Jalen Brunson did not have such a great first half. What did he finish with? 13 points, even though he was the high scorer. 4 of 8, but only 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He did pick up 5 assists, which is nice. He had a beautiful assist where he just fired the ball across court to Deuce, and Deuce buried an open 3. We got to start finding Deuce more like that. I think Deuce on a catch and shoot is a lethal weapon that we haven't leaned into enough as a team. We don't need Campaign hoisting 3s if he's not going to hit them. Find Deuce. Deuce is the one who can do that. And where is Landry Shamet? Where is DeLon Wright? We need some size out there. Where are those guys? One good thing that has happened is even though Peyton Pritchard is shooting 50%, he only has 5 points for this game in his 8 minutes of play, almost 9 minutes of play. But Kristaps Porzingis has 5 points as well in his almost 14 minutes of play to go with his four rebounds. He had one of those, two of those points was from a putback. So really, the Knicks are doing a decent job on him. But you can see, look how many. Jaylen Brown has missed 2 free throws. Derek White has missed 2 free throws, and even Porzingis has missed a free throw. So from that standpoint, that's one of the reasons why the Knicks aren't down by 20 or down by 18 right now. It's because Celtics have just missed free throws. So in that respect, not a good first half for the New York Knicks. But I've liked portions of it. They just have to string it together like they did in games 1 and 2 in Boston. Pretend you're at the Garden. Pretend your lives are on the line. Pretend your family's lives are on the line. Come out with that fire and desire that the Knicks require. That's what we need right now. Let's go, Knicks. God damn. Such a frustrating game. Such a frustrating game, but the Knicks are still in it. The thing is, like I said before, I don't believe the Celtics are going to be able to keep up this 50% shooting in this particular game. It's about to get a lot chippier. And I don't think the refs are going to be able to keep calling the fouls that they've been calling on the Knicks. So in that respect, as long as the Knicks can string some stops together and get some makes on the other end, this game could end up getting close, and we need it to be close at the end. I'd rather we'd be up 15 or 20, with the last 4 minutes of the game itself. Of course, I'd rather it be that. I'd rather the Knicks come out in the third quarter and just blow the Boston Celtics off the court, and we're going into the fourth up 12 instead of down 11. So let's hope that happens, but barring that, keep the game close, and then we have the best clutch player in the game in the last 4 minutes to close it out and get us that game for victory. All right, that's it right now. The game's about to start. I think it's starting right now. It already started. Okay, thank you guys for joining me here. I will see you for a post game. Not sure if it'll be live, but stay tuned for that. All right, let's go Knicks. Let's go.